Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is IKEA Alexis, and today I'm going to be showing y'all how I created this look right here using all drugstore products. If you want to see this look that I created, be sure to stay tuned. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see any future videos, subscribe. All right, let's get into it. So I've already done my eyebrows, and I did do my eyebrows using drugstore products. So the products that I use for my eyebrows is the new Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. So it comes in, well, I actually am in the shades medium brown and also deep brown. I love these. These are pretty much comparable to the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definers. They're basically like the same thickness the pencil is, and they're really pigmented. I really like these a lot. I kind of just go back and forth between the two shades. The one that I have on my eyes right now is the deep brown, but again, I just switch back and forth between the two. I think these range about $7 if I'm not mistaken. I did get these at Ulta, but I did see these also at Walgreens, and then I believe I saw some at CVS as well. These are fairly new. I think they came out last month sometime. First thing that I'm going to do is apply my foundation, and this is actually my favorite drugstore foundation. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and I am in the shade 112 Cocoa. I really like this a lot. It's pretty pigmented. I have pretty oily skin as well. Not pigmented, but it's full coverage. And yeah, I have oily skin, so I really do like to use this because it does help to keep my skin to be pretty matte. I also like to have a matte finish when I do my makeup, so this is really great. This color is like a little too orange for me. If you can see it in the camera, it is a little too orange. It looks fine after I apply like my concealer and everything. But that's kind of the issue that I have with the drugstore colors and drugstore foundation, is that they don't have a wide range of shades, which kind of stinks, especially once you get to the darker complexions. It's like pulling teeth to find a shade that really works and that really matches. So most of the time I either have to mix, or it's like a little too orange and I have to just apply my concealer, like a lighter shade concealer, to make it more evened out. Which, again, that kind of stinks because sometimes I don't want to like apply foundation and concealer. Like on days that I'm being kind of lazy, I just really want to just put on a foundation and a powder and go. But, you know, it's life, so it is what it is. Alright, so I think I have this all blended out. I didn't mention this, but the brush that I'm using is just a Sedona Lace FB07. It's just like their big face brush. It's kind of like a flat face brush that I'm using. And then I'm actually just going to take this little spoolie from the Total Temptations brush and just kind of clean up my eyebrows just a little bit. I didn't do, and I don't usually do, like my eyebrows on camera, so comment down below if you want me to actually create a tutorial of me doing my eyebrows. I can do it with either drugstore products, or I can actually do it with the products that I use every day, which would be like an Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer or the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil. So comment down below if you would like to see that. Alrighty, so I have my foundation on, and typically I do my eyes first. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the eyes. Now, one thing I don't have is a primer from the drugstore for the eyes, so I'm actually just going to take some concealer and conceal and put that on my eyelids. And I'm just going to use an LA Girl concealer. Actually, sorry, I'm just going to use a NYX concealer and apply that all over my lid. Now, the brushes that I'm using to do my makeup are not drugstore brushes, but they are pretty affordable. So I'm actually using Morphe brushes today, and I think just Morphe and BH Cosmetics. So I'll be sure to link just like the websites for their brushes below. I'm not going to link each individual one just because I honestly, it's a lot. But I will link both of their websites down below because I did get a few questions about affordable brushes that you could use. So I'll link BH Cosmetics and also Morphe brushes down below so y'all can check those out. Okay, so I think I'm going to do a gold look today because I haven't really played in gold eyeshadow in a while. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I was at the drugstore at Walgreens and I recently purchased these Wet n Wild eyeshadow palettes that they recently came out with. So I got two of them. This one is the Not a Basic Peach palette. And then I also have the Nude Awakening. So I'm probably going to use these two. And then also I wanted to use two of my favorite drugstore palettes, which I got this from Ulta. I think they sell them at the drugstore as well. But these are from NYX. NYX is definitely a drugstore brand. And I have the Earth and the Fire palettes as well. So we'll probably be dipping into those two palettes also. But first I'm going to go into this Wet n Wild Not a Basic Peach palette. And I'm just going to use this orange color here as my transition color. So I'm just going to use that all in my crease. And the brush that I'm using is just a Coastal Scents brush to apply my transition shade. Now, this is my first time using this palette, and right off the bat, I can tell you that this color is not pigmented at all. I mean, yeah, not pigmented at all. But I'm actually shocked because Wet n Wild has been like doing their thing for a little bit. They've been like coming back with some strong products, and this is probably one that, whoa, there's a lot of fallout too. This is probably one that I'm like, I don't know if it's just this color, but it's really not that pigmented. But we'll carry on with it anyway. These ones actually don't have names. So again, I'm just using that orange transition color in the Not a Basic Peach palette. Okay, so I'm gonna put that down and go to a NYX palette just because I don't really care for that transition. And I do want to have like an orange look. So I'm actually gonna just take this orange color here, which is number 9, I think. Sorry, it's either number 9 or 12 in the Fire palette by NYX. I'm going to take that and put that into my crease. Yeah, I like that a lot better. That's really pigmented. Now, this one should be pigmented because this palette costs like $30, which I think that is crazy for NYX to sell palettes for $30. I mean, you literally could get like a high-end palette for that much, basically. Like the Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes almost cost that much. I mean, they're a little bit more, but that's kind of expensive. Now, I did catch these when they had a sale. It was like buy one, get one half off. I definitely would not recommend paying full price for these. But yeah, if you catch a sale and you see these, then yeah, I would definitely get these. But they are pigmented and they are really great eyeshadow palettes. It's just, it's NYX. NYX is a drugstore brand, so I just wouldn't see myself paying that much for the palette. But again, I'm just going in and applying this orange color all into my crease. Okay, so I'm actually going to take this Morphe M330 brush. It's just a blending brush. I'm going to just buff everything out. So I always mention in my videos that blending is very important. You want to make sure that you don't have any harsh lines in your eyes. And then you also want your other colors to transition evenly and to blend out evenly. So whenever you apply a color, I always suggest blending them and also building your colors up. So if you notice that I started with a lighter color in a lighter hand, that's typically what I do. And then I kind of build up and add more color, just so like if you make mistakes or you don't like the color, you don't have so much product on your eye. So I'm just gonna take this clean brush and blend everything out. And I usually blend in like circular motions, or I do like a wave back and forth like this. Okay, and then I'm also going to just take that same Coastal Scents brush that I had before that I applied this orange with, and I'm going straight into the middle, into this like fire red color right here. This color is so pretty and so pigmented. So I'm actually just going to put that right on top of that orange that I just applied to my crease. Oh yeah, this is so pretty. To be completely honest, I don't know where this look is going right now. I kind of just am making this look up off the whim. We're improvising right now, but it's all good. Oh yes, I am here for this color. Now I kind of wanted to keep it like a little bit more red and yellows and orange and browns. So what I'm actually going to do is take a little of a brown color. So I'm thinking I'm actually just going to take this color here and I'm going to blend everything out with that color because it's a little bit lighter than the red that I just used. So I'm going to take that and I'm using again another Coastal Scents brush and I'm actually just going to go right on top of that red and just buff everything out with that. Again, how I blend is I go in circular motions or I do waves like this back and forth. Just to make sure that I'm blending everything out. I typically kind of do like circular motions if I want more of a smoky look. But again, blending is very, very important. Again, a lot of people do ask me about eyeshadow and how do I create certain eyeshadow looks. Excuse me. And I always just say the key to creating a great shadow look or to create a great look is just blending, 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 and having great brushes. And you don't have to spend too much money on brushes. I suggest using BH Cosmetics brushes. Morphe has really great affordable brushes. Sedona Lace has brushes. Sigma has brushes. And the great thing about those sites is that they sell brushes in sets. So you don't have to buy a bunch of individual brushes and pay an extremely large amount of money for them. I always suggest just getting them in bulk, especially if you're starting off with makeup. I would definitely suggest checking out BH Cosmetics for their brushes because they're really affordable and you can get a full set of brushes and they're really great quality as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish blending out this other side. Okay, so I feel like I lost a little bit of the orange, so I'm just going to dip into this orange again and put that right over the red because I don't want it to be like super red. I'd rather it be a little bit more orange. Okay, I'm just going to blend everything out again with this blending brush from Morphe. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite drugstore products are. I'm always on the hunt to find new and cool drugstore products because I feel like I don't have enough drugstore products. I'm always in Sephora buying high-end products, but I really think it's great to kind of like find dupes or expand your drugstore collection as well, just because they are pretty affordable. So comment down below and let me know what your favorite drugstore brand is and your favorite product that they have at the drugstore. Okay, so I think this is pretty blended. Okay, so I'm actually just going to finish the lid. I'm going to just take some concealer just so I can make sure that the lid is a little bit more pigmented. I'm just going to take that LA Girl concealer and put a little bit on my lid. Now, LA Girl, I wouldn't necessarily say they're a drugstore brand, but they are sold at the hair store and they also sell it at Ulta. It's LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm sure everybody knows of this concealer, but if you're not aware of it, you can purchase it at any beauty supply store. And then also you can purchase it at Ulta. These are seriously like the best concealers ever. I'm applying them on my eyelid right now, but you'll also see in a few minutes that I'll also be applying these under my eyes for my under eye concealer and whenever I highlight. So yes, this is awesome, awesome, awesome. So if you don't have a concealer and you're looking to get one that's really affordable, I definitely suggest that you check out the LA Girl concealers. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my lid. Okay. And then I'm just going to blend everything out with a flat concealer brush. Okay, so I'm going to take this color from the Fire palette. Oops, I like literally just almost dropped that entire palette on the floor. So I'm going to take this gold color from the Fire. Y'all, I am just having all kinds of problems today. I'm taking this gold color right here from the Fire palette and I'm going to pop that right on my lid. And I'm actually just going to be using this Master Fix setting spray by Maybelline. So I'm just going to spray my brush a little bit and pop this on to my lid. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this color because it looks a little weird, but let's see. I don't know how I feel about this color. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to my Old Faithful, my palette that does not fail me. I'm actually going to use the gold out of the City Mini palette. This is by Makeup Shayla. There's this gold in here that's really pretty. It doesn't fail me ever. It actually doesn't have a name, but it's just this gold here in the City Mini palette. This is actually a drugstore palette as well. This is by Maybelline. She did a collaboration with them, so I think they still have it in the store. If I find the link for it at Ulta, I'll be sure to link it down below in the description. But I do believe they still sell it at Walgreens, at Target, CVS, all of that. Because I did see it when I was there yesterday. But I am going to apply that instead. Because I don't really care for that gold that I just put in my lid from the NYX collection. So we're just going to take this gold that's a little bit more pigmented and put that right on top. Oh, yeah, that's so much better. That is way better. Okay, and then I'm actually just going to take this Coastal Scents brush and just kind of blend everything out. Okay, and now I'm actually going to go back into the City Mini palette and take this black that's at the bottom, and I'm going to put that in the outer corner. So I'm just going to use I call it a bullet brush. I honestly don't even know if that's the correct term to use for this brush, but I'm just going to take a Morphe R41 brush. It's just like a really tiny one, and apply this black in the outer corner. And I kind of do like a V. Like I'm not going to go too far in the outer corner, but just like a little bit in the corner. Then I'm going to do the other side. And blend, blend, blend. Again, blending for my life. I'm just going to add just a little bit more black to that outer corner. Just a teeny tiny bit. Because I kind of want it to be a little deep. But I don't want to take over like the red as well. I still want you to see the red. So I'm kind of applying that one a little bit lower than the red. That is looking good, looking good. All right, since I'm the blending queen, I'm gonna still keep blending for my life just because, I don't know, I just feel like I have to keep blending. It's not perfect yet. And sometimes when you're blending and you're like, ooh, this is not working out, just try to use a clean brush to blend so that everything looks good. Okay, now I'm just going to go back in and apply some more of that gold to my lid because I think we lost a little bit with all that blending that we were doing. So let me just apply some more of that gold to my lid. All right. Oops, y'all, I was about to use the wrong brush. Alrighty, so the next thing we're going to do is our concealer. Yes, again, I'm going to be using the LA Girl concealer, and I'm using the shade Fawn. I'm just going to be applying that right under my eyes. And a little trick, if you kind of want to clean up your eyeshadow, this is also why I do my eyeshadow first, is you can take your concealer, and if you kind of just do it like in a little line like this, boom. You get that nice kind of clean look, and then you can just blend it all out. And I'm just going to do the other eye. I apologize for the noise too if you can hear it. It is starting to rain outside, which is so random. I didn't know it was going to rain today. But yeah, I am a huge fan of this LA Girl concealer. I've been using this for a long time. Before I started like going in on the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, this is what I was using like crazy. Okay, so this is not a drugstore product, unfortunately, because I haven't been able to find a drugstore product that I love of this. But this is just my beauty blender. I'm going to go in and blend all of my concealer out with this. Again, if you have a drugstore beauty like sponge that you really like, comment down below and let me know. I feel like I've tried quite a few sponges. I've even tried the Real Technique one because I know a lot of people like that one. But to be honest, I'm not like a huge fan of that one. Nothing compares to my beauty blender, to be completely honest. The only thing that I found that I actually really like that is similar to the beauty blender is the Tarte one, the Tarte Beauty Sponge. But again, that's not a drugstore product, so you know. It's somewhat affordable though. It's cheaper than the regular beauty blender. I will say that. But it's still not like a drugstore product. So if you have a drugstore product that you know of, be sure to let me know. I think I got that blended out pretty well. Alrighty, so now I'm just gonna do my eyes. Sorry, I'm not doing my eyes. I'm gonna highlight my nose and my forehead. I told y'all, I'm like all over the place right now. So I'm just gonna do a line on my nose. And then I kind of just like to do a bunch of lines on my forehead. Now that that's all blended out, I'm going to go in and set my face. Now, this is not the typical setting powder that I use. I actually use the Laura Mercier setting powder, which I don't see it anywhere. But this is a drugstore setting powder that I heard was very, very comparable to the Laura Mercier. And this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I don't remember how much this costs. I think it's like $9 maybe. And I got the one in medium deep. So we shall see how this works. I have not tried it out yet. I mean, I already opened it, but like I haven't actually used it on my face. I will say that I like the packaging of it. The packaging is really nice. So we shall see how it works today. Now, I'm not going to bake with this just because I don't really know how this is going to work. But I'm just going to apply a little bit with my beauty blender under the eyes. Just a little. Not like crazy baking though, because, you know. And just a teeny tiny bit on the nose. Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah, there we go. And whatever's left, I'm just going to put on my forehead just because, again, I'm not really sure how this is going to work. So I don't like to just like go full force with a new product. So that is all that we're about to be using on this face of mine. So I'm actually not going to contour, but I am going to be putting on a bronzer that I really love just to kind of deepen up my face a little bit. And the bronzer that I love to use is by CoverGirl, the Queen Collection. This is in Ebony Bronze. And I just love it because it's got like these really warm color to it. So I kind of already have like a little jawbone going there, like a little contour line. So I just kind of follow that. And I'm just going to take it and do it in circular motions like this. And pucker up my lips like this. And just kind of do it in circular motions. I find that whenever you're applying a powder, instead of just doing a line, if you just kind of do it in circular motions, then it's easier to blend out. Okay, and then I'm just going to do the other side. Ooh, my edges is out, y'all. Them edges is out. Just excuse them edges. All right, so we're just going to do the other side. Dang. Cover them up. All right, we're going to I do my temples. And then I also do my forehead. Now, I personally don't know the difference between bronzing and contouring because honestly, it looks like the same thing. But if you could tell me the difference, that would be awesome. Like, that would honestly be the most awesome thing ever because people always ask me and I'm like, child, I don't know. If you know the difference between bronzing and contouring, comment down below and let me know. Alrighty, so I'm just going to take a powder that I really love to blend everything out because I personally don't like a harsh contour and highlight. I don't like all that extra stuff. So I'm actually just going to like set everything with the powder. And one of my favorite powders to use from the drugstore is the L'Oreal Infallible powder. And again, this is a little light for me, but it kind of blends well once I have everything on. This is in the shade also 800 Cocoa, and this is the darkest shade they have. So L'Oreal, I'm gonna need y'all to come out with some more colors with this line because again, we need a variety of shades for, you know, all the complexions. But anyway, I'm just gonna go in and lightly set everything on my face. I even set like under my eye too, just because again, I don't like anything to be like super harsh. That's just me. You're probably like, girl, you just put on all that concealer just to cover it up. Again, this is just me. You don't have to do this. This is just what I like to do. And it works out for me. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back in just a little bit and put some more of that bronzer, just a little bit on my cheek, just because, you know, I feel like we lost it when I was going a little crazy with that setting powder. So just pop a little bit more on right there and on the forehead. Okay, and then I'm also just going to take a smaller brush. I'm just going to use this Morphe B800 brush and take this bronzer and apply it onto my nose. And usually when I'm blending out the contour on my nose, I definitely have to like blend in circular motions. And I usually go all the way up to my eyelid also, because you know, you cannot have no crazy harsh lines on your nose or people will definitely know that you contour. So I'm just going to take this brush and like blend everything out on my nose. Again, I'm not trying to look cray-cray, so yeah. I'm thinking that looks good. What do y'all think? I think it looks good. Alrighty, so for one of my favorite parts, this is the blush. I'm going to be using a Milani Baked powder bronze. Baked powder brown. Oh, I definitely read that wrong. The Milani Baked Powder Blush, and this is in Red Vino. This is actually one of my favorite blushes. I'm just going to take the Morphe MB4 brush and apply that onto my cheeks. You do need to use a light hand with this Milani blush because it is very pigmented. Alrighty, so I'm actually going to go off camera and apply my lashes, and then I'm going to come back. Alrighty, so I forgot to mention the lashes that I used, but the lashes that I use are actually from the drugstore as well. They're the Allure lashes. I got these from Walgreens. It's the Vlogger series, and these are from the collaboration with Allure and Nicole Guerrero. And these ones are the wispy ones. It's like the tan pack, and they're the wispies because I know that she has at least like 2 or 3 styles. So this one is the white pack or tan pack, and they're the wispies. Oops, I almost dropped that. Alrighty, so I finished my lashes and I applied those ones off camera. So now I'm going to actually go back and finish my eyes. And I'm going to go in and finish my eyes with the Fire palette from NYX, the one that I started off using. And the first thing I'm going to do is go under my eyes and use that orange color that I initially started off using. So we're just going to take a blending brush and just apply that all under the bottom. And then after that, I'm going to go into the red that I used next. I typically like to kind of do the bottom the way that I do the top and do it in the same order. So we're going to use that red next. Alrighty, and then I'm going to take that blackish color that we used from the Maybelline Makeup Shayla collaboration. We're going to take that and we're going to put that right over the red. Now I'm just going to use a light hand with this because I don't want it to get a little too crazy. So just use a light hand with the black. And that's the one that I'm going to put the closest to my lash line. I'm over here like stabbing myself in the eye and stuff. Crazy. All right. And then I'm actually going to, I was going to take a color from here. I'm actually going to go back into the Fire palette and do a color on my tear duct. Let's see, what color do we want to use? Do we want to use a tear duct color? Actually, I think I'm not going to put anything on my tear duct. I think this looks fine. So I'm going to take the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal Mascara, and this is also in collaboration with Makeup Shayla. It's the black that they have in that collaboration. And I'm just going to put the mascara down at the bottom of my lashes. Just a little bit. Alrighty, and then I'm gonna set my makeup. And again, the setting spray that I'm using is the Maybelline Master Fix by Face Studio. It's this black one with a little pink stripe on it. I think this is also mattifying. I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't have any oils and it's translucent. I've been using this for a while and it keeps my skin pretty matte, so I think it's mattifying. I'm sure you could use it for any skin type, but I really like this stuff. So I'm just going to set my spray with this, set my face with this. Alrighty. Now, I like to set my face before I put my highlighter on. I don't really know why I do that. I think it's just because I don't like my highlighter to be like super patchy. And then also, I just like my skin to be as hydrated as like it can be. So I'm just going to let this set for a little bit, and then I'm going to go into my lips. I think I want to do like something fun on my lips because I haven't done like a crazy fun color in a while. And I remember buying these like blue and green lipsticks way back when, like during Halloween, and I hadn't actually used them. So I think I'm going to use one of these today. Which one should I use? They're both really pretty. I don't know which one to use though. Okay, I think I'm going to use the color, man, I don't know, they're really both pretty. I'm going to use this one that's in this like blue shade. It's called Sea Seduction, and these are the liquid lipsticks by Wet n Wild. This is the liquid catsuit, and this came out, I think this was in like their mermaid collection that they came out with sometime in the fall. So I'm going to use this one. I think it's really pretty. And again, I haven't done like a crazy fun look in a while, so we'll use this one. Alrighty, so this is the final look that I created. Again, I tried to use all drugstore products. I'll be sure to link all of the products that I used down below in the description box. And if you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And as always, if you want to see future videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit it right now, y'all. Alrighty, I'll see y'all later. Bye.